Wow, man. 24-17. Sooners. I think the best thing you could say, Jay, is survive. And a lot of the week we talked about that you just never know in games with, especially OU's past 3 years, with the amount of errors they made, and they made error, mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Both teams actually did. The penalties were unbelievable across both teams, double digits in penalties. I do give it up to Jackson Arnold. He took shot after shot. He took hit after hit. And Cam Coleman's elite. You can't man him. You can't man Cam Coleman. Guillory got absolutely torched. Actually, he wasn't torched. He just couldn't make the play. He was right on the guy.
But let's hold up. I've seen a lot of people saying that. What do you expect a true freshman against an NFL Cam Coleman? Like, he's not going to lock him down. Anybody that thinks that, here's what you got to say about those. Jackson Arnold made really good throws on those too. He did. Yeah. Hey, I give it up to Jackson Arnold. He played well of a game, except one thing. And this one I want to start off saying tonight is thank you for Todd Bates. Because that D-line, it's the reason they won that game today. The D-line's the reason they won, period, in a discussion.
Wait, Guillory impressed you? He was by far the weakest on he had the guys. But hey, let's also give credit to OU has never trailed this season. Of course, they haven't played a lot, but after never trailing, OU's trailing, they go down and answer immediately. Big time. Big time throws by John Mateer in the last 3 drives. He was 14 for his last 15. Okay, 14 for his last 15, and they win. I'm going to give kudos right now to Jack Don't Do It. Jack Don't Do It has been on here all week, talking smack like he should as an Auburn fan. It was an elite game, and I told a lot of people, Jay, that Auburn's D-line is for real. They got NFL dudes all over it, okay? OU's O-line cannot run block. It was pathetic, but pass protection was pretty good tonight.
Yeah, but Jerm, they right now, let me just kind of give you a kind of overall look at the game from my perspective, okay? D-line was elite. That's the reason they won the game. It's a win. It's a win, a win, a win. That's what it is. They were very, very lucky to escape with the win tonight because you had a couple of plays that, I mean, the Satania, the one that they ran back for a touchdown, it was so close to go either way. You had the fake play they ran that Gentry, it looked like he did hit him early. That should have been a pass interference. OU, they missed some calls on OU. OU got held a few times, but OU was very lucky to escape this with the win. They made play when they needed to as far as offense. John Mateer, 10 for 10, his last 10, made a dime to Satania. By the way, Satania's got to be the player of the game on offense.
Yeah, but he's trash, everyone calls him. Trash. Satania's been their best receiver all year.
Jerm, Burks didn't do a whole lot. Kannick was pretty good. I thought
Kannick was really good again.
Too many drops today. Way too many penalties. I mean, the penalties were ridiculous. It was bad.
They get that overturned play on Satania was maybe the play of the game. And
sloppy game all around. It was bad.
Jay, the reason they called that a catch is they said he wasn't going to the ground to try to catch it, that he had gained possession before, and then the Auburn guy knocked it out of his hand. But Auburn's got dudes. The rushing game for OU is terrible. Unless they're running Mateer. They weren't going to run Mateer today, Jay. I don't know what the mindset was with that.
Hey, let me say something. People may take this and say you're totally wrong in this. If Peyton Bowen picks that first one and goes house it, I think you might have a different game. Because
it's a blowout, Jay. It's a blowout at that point.
Arnold, after that, thought, I got away with one, and kind of got a little confidence. But if he takes that and house calls it, I think it gets in his head. Jackson held on the ball too long. He did. I mean, you can't hold on the ball against Oklahoma, and that's how they got the 10 or 11 sacks. By the way, that's a record for Oklahoma.
Hey, listen, Josh. First off, I haven't been saying Mateer for the Heisman. The people who have been saying Mateer for the Heisman are national people, not us here. And I'll tell you another thing.
The same national people that put Arch Manning as a Heisman.
He wasn't – listen, John Mateer wasn't elite today. But his last 15 balls, he was 14 of 15 with a game-running touchdown where he absolutely trucked an Auburn guy and reached over the end zone. So I give it up to him. He's a gamer. He's a gamer.
And by the way, I mean, you were ripping the not to go for it. I know you were ripping it, Jerm.
I hated the decision. I'll tell you why. If OU goes for it on 4th and 2 and doesn't get it, you're still up 3, and you got Auburn pinned deep. I hated the decision, Jay. Hated the decision to kick the field goal there, and it about bit him. But fortunately, this defensive line, the last 3 sacks, I mean, Grayson Halton absolutely destroys Arnold.
Stoney.
RMT, like a man possessed. 2 guys he bull rushes, Jay.
Yeah. Hey, Brian, you're absolutely right. We talked about it before the game. Game 4 now, 0 turnovers, and how many they had today? 2 or
2
1?
chances.
No, I know. Mateer had the fumble. Was that the only one?
That was the only one.
Yeah, because
almost had the Satania one.
6-0. Hey, Brian, you're absolutely right. They will not keep winning games if they don't fix that. And you got to make those Kendall Daniels.
But
you got to make that interception.
But let's call it what it is. It was ugly. It's an ugly win, but it is a massive win, Jay.
You're at 4 wins already. I mean, you should be. You should be. We talked about. Hey, hold up. We talked about before the season. If you don't go into Texas at 5-0, you're going to have a very long year because this schedule is not. It's not easy, and frankly, OU easily could have lost today. Easily, they should have. They probably should have lost today. I'm going to say it. They probably should have. Get this stat. First half. Because listen, I praise Arbuckle when he's great. I don't think he was great today. First half, I don't think he was very good today. First half, Jerm, 7. Listen to 7 possessions. They had the ball for 1 minute and 58 seconds or less. 7. The defense was on the field the whole first half. You want to talk about last year when they were on the field?
Didn't tire out.
7 possessions under 1 minute and 50 seconds. You can't do that and win. You can't.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the best things, and I love what Josh Carter said about the crowd. I give the crowd massive props.
They were good today.
It was an unbelievable atmosphere, it looked like, Jay. And hey, OU softball Steve is exactly right. The last 3 years, OU would have lost this game, Jay. OU would have lost this game the last 3 years.
Probably should have today, John. Hey, by the way, maybe your rule needs to be changed. I don't like the whole you could get a safety and still do like an onside kick.
Yeah, that's strange, Jay. OU would have been better off not tackling Arnold. But I'm glad they did because I like the 2 extra points, and I love R. Mason Thomas, man. He's a beast. Dominique Williams was outstanding. David Stone was outstanding. Jaden Jackson was outstanding. Grayson Halton was outstanding. PJ Adebori missed a tackle, Jay. He wasn't great. I thought Taylor Wine was really good tonight. I thought Kip Lewis was good. Like, I thought Gentry played okay. I see some people in the chat saying he didn't play well. I thought Gentry played pretty well. Could have had an interference call, yes, but Jordan was bad when he came in.
Hey, Germ.
I'm talking fast, I know.
Yeah, you are. Running game. What running game? They didn't have one. Whatever they're listen,
neither team.
Listen, whatever they're trying to do on the delay handoff up the middle, just don't. Because the interior guys were getting pushed back into the backfield. And listen, Falk for Auburn, stud. Falk is really good. I like him a lot, defensive lineman. But let me say one complaint I have, and see what people agree. We got a lot of people on here, but tell me if you agree or disagree with this. Sometimes I think maybe Brent Venables plays too many guys on defense. Is that a bad take? Like they put Devin Jordan out there. He got cooked, and luckily it was overthrown by Jackson. But then a couple of times, I don't remember who it was. The 4th down play they had with Jackson, he ran like a 20-yard run and got the first down. I think it was Heineke took a horrible angle. Horrible.
Yeah, and I agree with Ian. I think Auburn's gonna upset some people this year. Their D line is full of NFL guys, and Aaron's right. You can't run sideline to sideline. I was shocked at one thing tonight, Jay. Now you thought they'd run Mateer 15 times. I said maybe 12. They didn't even run Mateer hard. They hardly ran Mateer, Jay. It was strange.
Yeah,
I didn't get that. The penalties was maybe the worst thing today. They had some bad ones.
Yeah, and Crystal, I'm mainly talking about the perimeter. Like I think maybe it was just Jordan that played. I thought they were playing some other guys, but
hey Jay, did you think the O-line pass protected well? I did.
I thought sometimes. I mean, they were okay. I don't think they were great. I also don't think
they weren't great.
Jerm, there was a lot of time Auburn was only bringing 3 or 4 though. You should be able to block that.
Yeah, I knew they were going to do what Iowa State tried to do, Jay.
Why do you think, you didn't have anybody open down the field? Because they were not rushing very many guys, Jerm.
It was not. Hey, we'll drop the call-in link in a second, man. Jeez, we'll drop it. We're trying to break down the game a little bit first. But, Jay, overall, let me just say this when you'll drop the link here in a minute. overall it's a win, and it's an ugly win. But it's a massive win where OU faced adversity again 2 times this year against their best 2 opponents, Michigan and Auburn. By the way, Michigan went to Nebraska and won, Jay. Michigan's not trash. They've got some dudes. OU against those 2 teams played poorly at times and still won the ball game. That is not what happens in years past. There's been growth. There were still some bad things and eye-opening things and some concerns, but overall, you win, and you get a massive drive from your offense when you had to. And John Mateer's a gamer. Period. Facts. End of story. Hey. The ball he threw to Satania on the sideline. I'll tell you the best throw of the night was the one to Blaylock in the flat when a linebacker's underneath him, and he leads him perfectly. He threw some massive throws the last 3 drives.
He did. Last 3 drives, he got it going a little bit. Hey, Fasusi did play. Not a whole lot, but he played a little bit. But
he looked like he was hobbling, like they couldn't go with him, Jay.
Hey, listen, I said at the beginning of the show, and then I'm going to open phone lines, but we can sit here and say all we want. We can break down this game for the next 30 minutes like we're going to do, whatever. But OU does not win this game. They won this game because of the defensive line. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about it. Those guys, you want to talk about relentless effort? Those guys won them the game. Only 1 or 2 times did they mess up on their gaps to let Arnold scramble for something. They I put this on a text, single-handedly won them the game, I think. D-line. They threw them on their back. They said, come on board. We're going to get this W. And that's what they did. That was the reason they won. Every other aspect of the game, I don't think they were very good at.
Hey, but this is what I'm sick of from Sooner fans. I'm sick of Sooner fans saying anytime OU wins, it's because the other team's trash. Danny, Auburn has NFL guys on the D-line. That's a fact. And the receivers are NFL guys. Outside of the D-line and the receivers, I don't think they're very good. But you are kidding yourself. And by the way, it's arguably, and this is not. I'm not over exaggerating this. It's arguably the best offensive line that OU is going to face all year. Their D-line. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, they did destroy it.
Auburn's offensive line is arguably the best offensive line in the SEC, and OU got 10 sacks on him. That is not. It's not hyperbolic. That's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fact.
Correct. But it's a really good offensive line with a quarterback that holds the ball way too much.
Correct. I agree with that, Jay.
And he took his lesson for it. Hey, I'm going to open the phone lines. I'm going to put them in here. Hey, we got to keep listening. I'm going to be flat out honest. We don't have Hunter. Nobody on there running it. I'm running it. And I promise if you're on here more than 45 seconds a minute, if we have a lot of callers, I want to say.
We're going to have another live at 9:30 tonight, and we'll take longer calls at 9:30. But keep it short, to the point. Tell us your take. Check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com and sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club using code SURGE. You get 10% off the first 3 months. Jay, about 25 minutes ago, OU fans, every one of them probably thought they were done.
Well, I didn't think they were done, but I thought if they don't go score that drive, they couldn't have punted. If they punt, they weren't getting the ball back.
Yeah, let's get to Platone.
They would have with the defense. But
let's get to Platone.
What's up, Platone? How are you, man?
I'm good, man. So I'm thinking this is like the best D-line we've ever had. I mean, I went back and looked at the early 2000s, and our D-line in the early 2000s wasn't even as good as this one. We got to be the best in the country, top 3 at least.
Correct.
So, I mean, the way we can wreak havoc is just ridiculous. That's number one. I thought they played A++ game. The back of our defense, we had some secondary busts, stuff like that, but our defensive line is so good. It didn't hurt us as much as it could have. The other thing I wanted to bring up, and then I'll get off, but that whole thing in the first half about the substitution deception penalty that the announcers kept calling for, I looked this up, and I pulled up a couple of clips in the past where that's been called in other teams, and it's always been when the group goes over to the sideline, like a group of players acts like they're going to sub out, and one guy stays behind, but that's not what happened here. He walked over the sideline separately, and then he just kind of hung out there. He never went out of bounds. He never went as a group with the other people. So just to say this, the announcers were wrong about that. You get called for it if you have gone over there as a group of players who subbed out. He didn't do that. He just walked over there by himself. So the announcers were wrong about that. So anyway.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the call, Platone.
Hey, but he's right. Jay, I do want to say, though, about the D-line, I agree it's the best they've had in a very long time because of the depth. They can get 4 guys in there, and they're all pretty equal.
Yeah,
and I don't think the secondary had buzz as much as they just didn't make plays when they had opportunities.
Yeah, what's up, Colin?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, man? Give us your.
Wait, hold on. I think Jackson Arnold just got sacked again. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
They actually had 11, but
11.
They took the penalty. Could have had 11.
Yeah, but again, this is what we heard all offseason about the defense and especially the line. of how we wreaked havoc against Auburn, who is not no go-around team. I think we all realize that. Reckon I hated the ump show that was going on. There was too many ticky-tacky calls, not going both ways.
Well, some of them were clear.
Yeah, but again, Satania, hats off to him. He made a huge plays. The deep shot. Mateer, yes, he didn't play the best, but he scored when we needed it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think our biggest thing was Cortland Guillory never really faced that level of receiver. Like Michigan didn't have
I agree.
So yes. And of course, after second half, we started to switch around and have safety help. But I think Cortland Guillory is going to be good. We just need to give him time to develop and not just jump the gun on him.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said earlier tonight, some people that crown him as the best cornerback ever, and then other people say he's trash after it's come on now. He's a true freshman. And he had good coverage. He just got to learn how to get his hand around, make the play. It's tough.
And then
NFL player, that's a tough
my
position.
last question is I want to know your guys' thoughts on the Satania quote unquote pick plays. If that's considered like a pick because he lowered his shoulder.
Yes.
Second one was obvious. The first one, he was kind of behind the guy. I thought it was kind of weak. The second one was clear.
But it doesn't matter. The problem is you just can't make that strong of contact. They're going to call.
All right. Thank you, guys. Boomer.
Hey, have a good one.
Hey, Jay, I saw Josh say OU could get a 6 to 8 pass interferences one game. I'm going to say this, though. They might. If you watch any SEC football, both
that's pretty physical.
That's pretty common.
Yeah, let's get to John. What's up, John?
Hey guys, just one thought. The defensive line speaks for itself. A few other things do as well. Here's my issue with the run game. It's not that we're not doing a great job running the ball. It's, that's going to happen in SEC football. It's that instead of just getting 1 or 2 yards on routine handoffs, we're getting tackles for losses for like 3 to 5 yards.
Yep.
You can't quarterback and play call your way around that.
Correct.
And I want to know why every single season it takes 5 or 6 games for us to get our stuff together on the offensive line. I just don't. Yeah. I don't get it.
I agree. I did think tonight, guys, and I'm gonna have to rewatch the game. I thought first off, the O-line didn't block well in the running game at all, but I thought there were a couple times where Torrey Blaylock missed the hole.
Yeah.
Not much because there wasn't much there.
But I guess my issue is not getting stuffed necessarily. It's just putting us behind the chains, like, 3 to 5 yards on routine handoffs. Stuff that it's just you can't do that. You got to do better than that, even if it's the SEC. I'm sorry.
You're right about that. You're right. It's got to be better, and they have not shown that they can do that yet, and it's hindering him in the offensive game. It absolutely is.
Oh, totally. I mean, and people talk about Mateer winning the Heisman. That's what the whole point of bringing BV in is so you didn't have to have a quarterback who wins the Heisman. It's not Mateer. He's doing fine. It's just we got to have some kind of we have to be able to keep a defense somewhat honest with a running game, and we're just.
I agree.
And John, like I said earlier, you can't go in one half 7 times with the ball under a minute and a half or whatever.
Yeah,
you can't. That's just stuff. You can't do it.
And it happened the Temple game, like last week. We're like 2nd and 2, 2nd and 1. You got to be able to convert and just get the first down. You can't get stuffed on that and put us into 3rd and it's just they got to get. I don't like I said I don't know. I'm not like one of these hyperbolic guys saying criticizing Bedenbaugh or whatever, but I don't understand why our offensive line every year looks so terrible for at least 5 games. I don't get it.
Especially
the running game. Pass protection. I mean, how many sacks did OU allow? 1 or 2?
They were fine passing the ball, but you can't, like I said, you can't just hand the ball off and get stuffed for 3-yard loss, multiple times. I don't know what's going on there. So
I agree. Hey, thanks, John.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Let's get next to Dwayne.
Dwayne, and let me say something real quick. That Crystal's right about that. You can't feel very good about it after that. You got the win. That's what you can
I feel great about the win. I don't feel great about how they played.
You got to get better. Let's get to Dwayne. What's up?
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey. First game, Auburn is supposed to be the weakest team out of the 8 SEC teams you played in the preseason, and you barely held on to beat them at home. I know teams in the SEC are tough, but they're going to be better than Auburn, and they're going to be on the road.
You got to play better.
Hey, this team is better than they were last year, but they could be 7-5. So don't be disappointed.
I don't think they're going to go 1-4 in their last 5 games.
I don't think they can beat teams on the road
Well,
in the SEC. I don't think that team can beat good teams on the road like Tennessee.
Okay, well, first off, Tennessee lost at home, so
yeah, but I don't think they're gonna lose to Oklahoma at home.
They may not. But let me say this: how do you win close games?
Yeah, you're supposed to win them, but can they beat Texas? Can they score on Texas?
How do you win close games, Dwayne?
By 1 point. But can they beat Texas defense?
Defense. Thank you, defense.
I don't think they're better than Texas.
A gamer at quarterback. That's how you win.
Hey, Dwayne, here's my opinion.
I agree with Dwayne. It's going to be tough the rest of the way.
Dwayne, I'm with you on a lot of it, okay? This was the game that you think SEC-wise, this should be a game you should win pretty. I agree with all that.
They played bad, though.
But I'm going to say this. Guys, anybody that doesn't agree with this comment, I don't know what you're watching, but I think every game they play the rest of the way is going to be like a 7-point game, or it's going to be – they could lose a lot of them, Dwayne. I'm with you. They could also win them. I don't know yet. I just think they're going to be in games, but you got to play better offensively. You got to play better offensively than they played today.
Hey, Dwayne, do you think OU played well today? Is my question.
Hey, you right on that, because remember he fumbled the ball down there when they could have scored. They could have scored more points. They could have been ahead by double digits. They didn't play perfect. They didn't. What was his name? Number four. I forgot the guy from Purdue.
Burks.
He didn't play a great game.
No.
They could have played way better. They still won the game. So if you want to be positive about Oklahoma, they did not play near their best game, and they still won by a touchdown.
I agree with that. Yeah. Hey, good call. Good call tonight, Dwayne.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, Jay, Josh is right. I said all year that Neyland's going to be the hardest place to play. I said it all year.
A couple things real quick. Ole Miss made a statement today. They looked. That backup quarterback might be better than the starter.
Let me ask you this, and I know we got Auburn fans on here. I think Josh may be one. Jay, I think Auburn's D-line may be the best D-line that OU faces all year.
They're really good. I don't know. I haven't seen enough.
Who's better than their D-line, Jay?
I haven't seen enough guys yet, so I don't know. Hey, let's get to courts. What's up?
Hey, do I got a little bit of time or no?
Yeah, what's going on, man? What's on your mind? O-line?
First of all, Sooner fans always cry about refs. Always cry about refs. Refs gave us this game.
They didn't give it to them. They had some big calls.
No. I don't know who paid them, but thank you. Finally, OU starting to cheat.
They got some calls.
Oh,
Which one gave it to them?
You know which call?
The Satania catch?
No,
it's the pass interference should have been called.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah.
By the way, that Coleman kid is the best wide receiver I've seen in a long.
He's a stud. He's a stud.
I know. Folks are high on that kid at Alabama, but this kid, at least when he played against us,
Ryan Williams. I don't think he's better than Jeremiah Smith, though. He may
I don't know. I'm just saying, from what I've seen, this kid is the best player at wide receiver I've seen in a very long time. That guy scares me. With that said, I thought Gilroy actually did okay against him. I know. That Coleman kid is a pro. That guy is unreal. Where was Mateer's RPO reads were wrong all game long until the last 2 drives of the game.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think they didn't want him running the ball? I do. I don't think they wanted him running the ball a lot.
We can't run the ball. Well, I don't even need to speak on the line. Somebody else did, right? So glad you all finally see it.
The run game is bad.
Yeah, if you can't run, you're not going to go to the playoffs. I'm sorry. If you can't run, you can't
beat
make
the
the playoffs.
2 most physical teams they've played.
That is true, and that's what I would like to say. It looks like, I know our line sucks, our offensive scheming, all that, but it looks like we have a football team. And what I mean is tough, and they don't just – and when they get punched in the mouth, they don't run away and back down. They actually fight back. So that I do like. But sadly, Kanik is going to save Joe John's job, man. That guy, he needs to go.
Can't
Murray,
say I told you so, but I'm gonna.
JJF, Murray, and I'm sorry, I still want Jones gone. I don't think he's that good. I really don't. Although Keontae Lewis does look like a good receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The refs gave us this game, plain and simple. And for Sooner fans, they always say, well, they cheated us.
Yes, they did. But they didn't.
Oh, they gave us this game. But I love it because I want to cheat. I want to cheat in recruiting. I want to steal other people's players, pay them refs. Cheat, baby. Boomer Sooner.
See you.
Hey,
Corey.
hey, Jay,
Hey,
let's
one
talk about the
thing.
refs. Let's talk about some of the calls. There were some bad calls on Auburn, but you also got to admit the Satania pick play, which I thought was really weak, cost OU 3 points. I mean, there was other bad calls.
But I think what
Marvin
people-
Jones Jr. got held every play about.
What people are saying is, though, that first touchdown that they called back for Auburn, a lot of years OU doesn't get that call. They just keep it. They don't overturn it. And then
Oh,
you
I
have
agree.
the pass
I agree.
interference. Hey, Mike, you're absolutely right. I don't think anybody's going to run on OU. I just don't.
No one's running on OU, Jay. They got one big play by Cobb.
That doesn't mean you're going to win every game.
OU's D line is I'll say it right now. There's not a better defensive line in the entire country. Okay, you can tell me I'm wrong. Don't care. I'll believe it when I see it. No one's been better than OU defensively. 10 sacks, 11 tackles for losses.
Yeah,
they still had a nail biter because of the amount of penalties, the drops, the fumble by Mateer when OU again was driving the ball and could have went up double digits and maybe ended this game early. You had the drop by Peyton Bowen, the drop by Kendall Daniels. That would have been 2 interceptions. Like over and over, there are errors across the board.
It was not good. They won the game. They had to. You get 2 weeks now, basically. But the one play we haven't talked about yet was an automatic touchdown. Javonte Barnes, you got to catch that.
Oh, yeah. And Jay,
he would have walked in.
I agree. I will. And people said that our Mateer threw it over him. Listen, Mateer had to put more arc because Crawford had his hands up on him. He was going to bat it down. But hey, I'll say this. I did say 2 picks. Donnie. Arbuckle, it wasn't his best day. I thought he was better against Michigan, but I will say he did make adjustments because OU moved the ball. You look up and I'm going to do stats in a minute, Jay. They threw for more yards than you thought they would. I promise you that.
No, they threw for, I think, probably 300, didn't they? I don't have it in front of me. What's the play differential? I don't know if, Jeremy, you can look that up. There was at one time Auburn ran a lot more plays than OU because OU was doing 3 and out. I mean, they were doing a lot of 3 and out. So just not a very good performance offensively for Oklahoma. They started to throw the short stuff. I do think Auburn did some stuff differently than they've done before, in the fact that I felt like they were dropping a lot in the coverage, and I think it was bothering maybe OU and what they thought they had in the middle of the field. They weren't getting much there. That's usually where they try to kind of get stuff. They weren't. But overall, this just was not a pretty game at all. I mean, I don't think Auburn was pretty. They had a lot of penalties. OU had a lot Penalties were bad.
Hey, here's some stats for you.
That's all we can say.
Here's some stats for you guys. Here's some more stats for you. OU only had 16 first downs the entire game. OU had 271 passing yards. Arnold had 220, but he probably had 160 in the first half. Rushing, OU had 32 yards rushing to 67 for Auburn. Yards per pass, OU 7.5. Mateer ends up 24 of 36. At one point, he was 11 of 24, I think. And by the way, thanks so much to GNAP9 for the super. I really appreciate the support of our channel, GNAP, and you being on here. Thanks for the support and the super. One turnover in the entire game, but the penalties, 13 for 85 for Auburn, 9 for 99 for OU. Individually, Satania was the guy, man, for OU. Satania, 9 catches, 127 yards, the big one at the end. You had Canick, 4 for 62. Deion Burks, only 6 for 40, but really this was, man, Kip Lewis, 10 total tackles today.
Who had the sacks? Can you pull that up?
So Kip Lewis had a half a sack. David Stone a sack. Jaden Jackson, 2.5 sacks tonight.
Stone had 2.
R. Mason Thomas, 2. Taylor Wine, 1. Grayson Halton, 1. Marvin Jones Jr., 1. Owen Heineke, 1. I mean, man.
Hey,
Jaden Jackson's unbelievable.
By the way, I put this up here for the Chuck. What the heck was that by Taylor Wine? Free shot.
Not even push him out.
He stopped
him.
He stopped. I don't know what
off. David Stone's a dude, guys. You want to know the biggest thing that Nagy did? The biggest thing Nagy did was get David Stone.
Yeah, better than odd.
And I'm going to say this about Jay Nott. I said it last week, Jay. Guess what I said? They need Jaden Nott, and I'm still going to say it. So you'll all be eating crow later in the year when Jaden Nott's a big piece of this team.
He didn't even play today.
I know he didn't. Jaden Nott will be a big piece of this team. I promise you that. Just
Hey,
like I told you, Jaron Canick can play tight end and catch the ball and is elite after the catch. He is.
Hey, here's the deal. We got another show tonight at 9:30. Are we going to do 9:30 or a little bit later? What's the game tonight?
The night game is Miami, Florida, and I think Florida's defense is going to shut down Beck a little
They
bit.
have a lot of guys out, though, Jerm.
I agree. Man, Mateer was off in the first half. He missed some dudes. He usually there was a pass he made in the third or fourth quarter to Canick down the middle, over one guy, over another guy, dropped it in, 4 guys around Canick. To me, John Mateer, as bad as he was in the first half, was absolutely electric in the second half.
Eric,
he was.
Hey, listen. I think he's talking about. Never mind. I thought you were talking about Jaden Jackson. Hey,
what's ridiculous, Eric?
Jerm, here's the thing. But at the same time, man, he missed a lot of guys.
Oh, I just said that.
He missed Canick down the middle of the field. Hey, listen, this game wasn't a very good performance. Okay. Guys.
It was a great performance by the defense.
Jerm, OU should have lost the game.
I agree. Was it a great performance by the defense tonight?
The defensive line was great.
Oh, I thought the linebackers were exceptional.
Well, linebackers just do include front seven.
I thought the safeties. I thought Boganowski played unbelievable tonight.
Yeah, you dropped a
Mike
couple.
Boganowski, guys, when he
LOL. Did they play great?
No, OU's offense struggled a lot, Jay.
Yes. Tell me that they played great.
918, you're also wrong in the fact that the linebackers played great today.
I thought the linebackers were good today, yes.
I mean, please.
Here it is. Defensive line, great, outstanding, A+. Linebackers, I thought they were good, probably
They
an
were
A.
really good tonight.
I mean, it's a win. They got the win. That's all I care about.
It doesn't matter if it's a loss in Auburn. It's a win, and the crowd was The home crowd was great today, Jay.
Hey,
Javonte Gibson's going to be back for Texas. He's going to be back for Texas.
Kudos to the crowd. How many penalties did they have? False start or delay of game? That was crowd. That was absolutely crowd. Hey, Auburn is a very tough team as far as they are a tough, gritty team. They were doing everything at the end to get Jackson Arnold to win there, and Jackson Arnold played his butt off. People can say what they want about Jackson Arnold.
He was good today. He was good. He didn't turn it over.
He threw the ball really well. And you know what? He didn't turn the ball over because you dropped it, and he didn't throw the ball because he wanted to hold on to it too much. But I'm not saying mess. I'm not saying they're not talented. I'm just saying personally, Jason's opinion. This is not Jeremy's opinion. This is Jason's. I don't come out of this game feeling like, you played that great. I feel like they should have lost the game. They won the game. That's great. That's awesome. I'm so happy.
And still won the game. That's what I love.
They're undefeated going into Texas. Okay, that's great. I'm just trying to say they didn't play very good. We won the game. Yes, boom. We won the game. I'm ready.
OU won a second game now against a big-time physical opponent when they did not play their best at all. So, to me, that bodes well moving forward. I agree with Billy wholeheartedly. The lack of a running game outside of Mateer running the ball, the lack of a running game is bad. And tonight it really wasn't even both sides, though. I didn't think Gentry Williams played that badly. And I thought Bowen had some misses, Jay, in the secondary. I thought it was 14 to 15. Mateer was 16 of his last 17.
He was great down in the clutch. Great play by him.
Clutch player, man.
Hey, there was a comment I was going to get to.
Michigan went to Nebraska and won. They're not mid. Eric, Michigan's not mid. You're wrong on that one, buddy. You're wrong.
There's a very good chance Michigan might make the playoff.
You're absolutely wrong if you say Michigan's mid. You are.
I don't think they're mid. I think Michigan.
And Auburn's not mid on the D line. Auburn is electric on the D line.
I think Michigan's going to get better every week. Now, listen. I agree with this a little bit, which we haven't really talked about it. For the amount of time he held on the ball, some of those sacks, I guess, were.
Yeah, I thought it was really weird, Jay, how Greg McElroy was talking about some of the sacks and how Arnold's got to get rid of the ball. And he scanned the field. There was no one open.
Yeah.
Hey,
real quick, I want to go answer Chuck here because I think, Chuck, you know what? I think I'm going to agree with this because let me go back.
They won.
Let me go back to it. It says you can't say, you should have lost. Let me change that word should. Could have lost.
Could have. Oh, absolutely
yes,
could have.
They did make the plays on the last drive to win it. Yes. But Brett, I said this earlier. I think every game from here on out.
Agree, Brett.
7-point game or less. I think it's going to be a lot of tight games. And by the way, a game at home that people thought, hey, it should be an
Ole Miss
defense. They took it
but Jay,
Missouri's better
Chambliss,
than I think.
Jason, Chambliss may be better than Austin Simmons.
Yeah.
Trinidad Chambliss may be better. Hey, I've got to say this about BV tonight. The game management from BV has been a lot better. They're not wasting timeouts. I thought they communicated well with BV calling the defense. There was one mistake that I thought BV made, and it was kicking the field goal when they could have went up by 10 points. Instead, they go up by 6. I wanted to go for it there. I wanted him to just show some intensity and try to just hammer him and get the 2 yards with Mateer. It almost lost him the game. Brett was there. Brett said the crowd was unbelievable. It sure looked like it. And an Auburn fan said the same thing. And fan stop is right. An ugly win is way better than a pretty loss any day.
I'm with you, fan stop. I'll take it. And so is 918. Agree with you. You know what? This would be a total meltdown, right? If they would have lost this game. And guys, all it took was one play either way. And we're sitting here thinking, horrible loss. But they got the win. But here's the thing. And I'll say this to close because I know we're going to come back on live later today. But I said it after Temple. I said it after Michigan. Offensively, you cannot keep turning the ball over one. You can't keep leaving points on the table, a.k.a. Javonte Barnes dropped his pass, did different things. You cannot keep losing the turnover battle, making penalties, offensive line, having 10 penalties. You will not keep winning the games. That will start to turn, and you'll start losing games, and you'll be sitting here at the end of the year thinking, wow, look at OU, 8-4.
Hey,
it doesn't matter when you get in these big games. This is a big game, and you Jerm, see what you want. OU's defense came out pretty good. OU kept them around because of the 3 and outs they had offensively. Instead of putting pedal to metal and intercepting a pass, it could have been a pick 6. They kept them.
Agreed.
You keep doing that, you're going to lose the game. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed. I'm going to say this, and yeah, the defense was phenomenal with the tackles for losses and the sacks. And hey, Crystal, I agree with you some, but year 2000, OU's last game of the year before they go play Florida State, they beat OSU in maybe the ugliest game of the year. Correct, Jay? You remember that game?
Yeah, I do, Jerm. But
and then they go
get in.
What?
What time machine did you hop into?
But point is,
that was 2000.
Jason, I watch game after game every year and I can tell you time and time again when a playoff team has won 2 games or 3 games that they shouldn't have won. It happens every year.
I agree. I don't care about. Listen.
Go every year, Jay. Every year a team wins the team that wins it all wins a couple games they shouldn't win.
I agree.
They play badly in.
And Brett, perfect. Well said. We are winning, getting the dubs despite the slop.
Exactly.
I don't think you can. I think it's going to come back and bite you if you don't start changing that.
Agree, fit with Fry. A win, I agree with fit with Fry. Ugly wins are great wins. Ugly wins are great wins. They're unbelievable.
Hey, here's the thing. At the end of the season, whether you have 8, 9, or 10 wins, you know what? They all count the same.
Correct.
They all count the same. And this was a win. You know what? I guarantee you right now in the locker room, the players are freaking excited, coaching staff excited. I'm excited. They won the game. For it, but at the same time, I can sit here and look at it and say there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made.
Yeah, 1-0 in the SEC. Guys, tonight at 9:30, it may be 9:45. We'll put an update out, but we will be going live again. Why? Man, because this is what we do, okay? If you're new here, subscribe. This is what we do. We go live every night at 9:30, and just because it's 7:06 and I haven't had dinner and doesn't matter, we're not changing things. We're going to be live at 9:30 as always. We appreciate your support of our channel. Check out the Fan Stop. Sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Even if you're an Auburn fan, check them out, thefanstop.com. Okay, use code SURGE. Also, appreciate the supers tonight. Supers always help our channel. We love the support of you guys, our viewers that are faithful. OU is 4-0, getting the win at home 24-17, setting tying a team record, I think, in sacks. Jay, is that right? 10. I believe they tied the record. Or did they get the record?
Maybe I'm mistaken.
We'll be back at 9:30, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in a couple hours.
That's right. Winner, chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner.
I'm going to go eat some pizza. Talk to you soon.